Listen, I have an idea.
It's how I feel when you make lemonade. Whatever today has given you. 511 headaches, still call it Thanksgiving. True.
Welcome to another edition of the Super Dupa podcast. I'm your host, Rob Griggs, here with the super producer, Ez McMahon.
Yes. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
I'm good, my man. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. Glad to be here.
All right. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us online at hp53productions.com for our but before you do that, also follow us on our socials at Super Duper Pod, SUPADUPAPOD. What up, Sarah? And online again at hp53productions.com. You can find additional content such as the Father Good podcast, our own Ez McMahon with the Easy Smoke and GM podcast you guys recorded this week. So Ez, I don't call you. I be thinking like, let me text Ez, like send my condolences. And it's like his phone's probably in a wall somewhere, or like, you broke it, especially after Sunday's game. I left. I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw the end. It wasn't looking right to me. I went to Walmart, but I listened to it on my phone in the car, and I got to the Walmart, and when they blocked the field goal, I just was quiet. I turned off the car, turn off the radio, everything. Just sat there quietly, and I was like, I wonder what Ed's doing right now. Probably saying a lot of curse words.
A couple. But I mean, you just knew it wasn't going to work out right.
Yeah, I'm with
it would
you.
have been. It would have been too good to be true. So yeah, we did record. We had a very what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say heated, but we had a very good discussion on whether or not the Bears should have attempted one more play before the blocked field goal.
But see, I guess
field goal.
But Eberflus was like, "Look, man, it's been a little dicey because it's like we can make this field goal. Let's just get there."
So
you know what I
mean? Smoke and I were on that side. I think I was more arguing for what Flus did was fine, and Glenn was was saying they should have gone for another play to get a little closer.
I mean, but that don't stop it being blocked. You know what I'm saying? That's
no, but he's saying that the odds of it being blocked go down because you don't have to have such a low trajectory.
Okay.
For the ball to travel as far as it needed to. It was a 46-yard attempt. So yeah, you can think however you want to. I didn't have a problem with it because what happens if you do attempt another play and
Fumblerooski,
you run the football and fumble, or
some stupid run out of time.
Caleb drops back the pass and gets sacked, and then you're out of field goal range.
Yeah,
so yeah, you can think what you want on that, but I didn't have a problem with it. So that's where I am.
Man,
I seem to be in the minority on that.
I'm with you,
but yeah, that's what I believe. So,
and Bears therapy is starting soon. Already started, huh?
No, it's already started.
Yeah.
That was part of it. That was absolutely part of it. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to dissect these things. And here's the deal, man. NFL, you only get now 17 of these things.
Yeah.
Not very many. And before you know it, it'll be over, and we'll be looking towards next season. So,
listen,
we love football, man. We love football around here.
Listen, I used to make fun of my buddy, shout out to Kev, and went to Williams College, man. And I used to make fun of him, guys, called the Knicks the next year Knicks, because it was always next year, man. Just wait till next year. Not really next year Bears, man. It's always wait till next year. Jeez Louise.
Next year for every sport in this town.
I mean,
man.
dude, it's rough being in Chicago.
It's crazy.
I tell people laugh at me. You probably made fun of me too. Listen, to be a Bulls fan, I've had to have a backup team. That's why I watched the Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat. Those are teams I watch because the Bulls don't play past the playoffs. So I gotta kind of root for somebody, man.
No. One team.
Hey man,
That's all you get.
listen, I ain't gonna suffer this heartbreak. I'm rooting for somebody,
That's all
you
you
know what I'm
get.
saying,
Here's the deal, but you know what though,
in the
man?
playoffs.
Basketball, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. You were spoiled. You were around. You remember the Jordan years. You remember the
Yes.
dynasty. You were
No,
there.
yeah, yeah. That's why I'm spoiled.
You
I
were
want a
part of it.
winner. I
You
want
were
a
part
winner.
of it.
I
No,
want a
so what?
winner.
You already experienced it though.
Bro,
There are
do you know
people
how
out
old
there
I was?
that have not experienced that
Do you
thing.
know
So
how
what?
old we were?
You still remember it though.
I want it again, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
Sure,
want
yeah,
more
that's
candy.
great that you do want it
I
again,
want more
but
cookies.
you've experienced it before. So,
Hey, whatever,
you know,
man. Hey,
like for
bro.
the Bear, we really didn't experience, a Bear Super Bowl victory.
But see, here's the thing. I think
We
now I can appreciate a Bulls championship. Not that I didn't appreciate it. It's like to your point, I began to expect it because it just was happening
well,
all the
yeah,
time.
but you
And
also
those years after
but you're
Jordan was
old
gone
enough,
was horrible,
but you're
man.
old enough to remember the losses to Boston and the losses to Detroit
Hmm.
before winning the title. So you knew what losing felt like. It wasn't like you were just born into this great dynasty and then they just
Hey,
kept winning
man,
and winning, and
forget
now you're here.
forget what losing feel like. I like what winning look like. You understand, man? That's what I need. That's
I
what I
hear
need in
you.
my
I hear
life.
you. I
That's what
hear.
I need
I'm
in my
just saying.
life.
I don't need. I need some other things before we talk about Bulls winning right
Oh,
now.
stop it. They've been bad for so long. It's
You know,
ridiculous.
I
I mean,
need.
I would guess the Bears to win because the last time they won some playoff games was when? They went to the Super Bowl? No, they
Last
won
time they
playoff games
won a
since
playoff
then.
game. No, they
Yeah.
got to the NFC Championship game in 2010.
Oh, jeez. So it's like high schoolers. Okay. It's rough. It's rough
Yeah,
being Chicago sports. It really is rough being Chicago sports fan, man. It really
absolutely,
is.
absolutely.
Really is. Well, make sure you check out the Easy Smoke and GM podcast wherever you get your podcast, especially on Spotify, bruv. So I mean, speaking of New York and Chicago, so as I think I told you, I was out in New York last week. Shout out to Sheezy, the boss. Had to hang out with him, see the family. What up, Seabass nephew? What up, kid? But I mean, I was thinking about it as I can't go back to New York, dog. I can't go back.
I got to
'Cause
bring something up about that.
okay, okay.
Yeah, it was
I, I
just
can I can't come back to New York. I
why
can't come
not?
back because I got bougie like fast. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So I told you I was on the plane and I'm looking around like, I'm on Southwest. You know how Southwest go, even though you check in like 30 seconds after your time, you be in like level C. Like who's in front of me? You know what I'm saying? And I was in like B section, so I'm in the middle of the plane. Got an aisle seat, and I'm thinking like, you peasants, why am I riding on this plane with you guys? I gotta get on first class. This is ridiculous. A guy had listen, I think my man had a body in the bag because he was trying to stick it up overhead. And I'm like, bro, that's not gonna fit. He's like, but it has to fit up there. Hey man, check his bag. Look at his bag, man. And you know what I can't stand when the planes stop and these peasants stand up in the middle of the aisle just waiting. Like it's like we can't go nowhere. See, so I need first I see I can't do New York, dog. Listen, I went to Walmart. I told you driving to Walmart to the game. I was like, why is it so loud in here? Why are so many people here? Like, what? There's no other store for you to go to. There's not a Target around. I need to go to Target now. I can't go back to New York, dog. I mean, it's like I got my turtle. I've been wearing turtlenecks all week. I just it wasn't even that cold. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back to New York, dog. I get bougie real fast. What was you gonna say?
no. We'll talk about that off air.
Oh, gotcha.
Off air.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But truly, man, people just be wilding at the oh yeah, this is how else. I had a couple of meetings this week, and for breakfast they just had bagels. I was like, this is all we had. This is breakfast. This is all we have for
So what?
breakfast.
Wait,
But
what kind of bougie breakfast you get in New York, man?
I'm just saying, it's a different vibe. I mean, the lunch was just sandwiches. Like, so we have a sandwiches. Like, what kind of
I'm
place is
saying,
this?
what did you get used to in those 3 days you were there?
Man, I gotta tell you off air, man. It was a blast and a
Okay,
half, dog. You know what I mean?
all right.
Just you know what I'm saying.
I need to find out these
I
things.
saw Tom Brady, man. It was pretty dope. So it's pretty cool. But no, it was a good trip. Shout out to She's, shout out to family, man. Shout out to folks from Williams College, man. So good to see my people. Love them dearly, man. So I hope you listen to guys to the pod. If you hear this, thank you for making me bougie. And I don't know if I ever told you, people don't think I'm from Chicago all the time. I ever told you this? People
Why is
meet
that?
me. I have no idea. People will meet me and go, "Are you from the East Coast?" I'm like, nah, I'm from Jeffrey Manor. It was like I'm legit from here. It's like people think I'm from the South or from out east? You know what I mean? I don't
From
know.
wait, those are two different things though.
That's what I say. And so I guess because, when I went to Williams, shout out to Broski, he said I came back saying, don't stress your mental, B. And I said, Chris, I promise you I didn't say that. And he was like, no, you was talking like, yeah, son, yo, B. I was like, I don't know. I don't think I was, you know
So
what I
you went to
mean?
school and turned into a New Yorker.
I guess so, man. We was listening to Jay-Z, we was listening to DMX,
Well,
everything. Y'all back and listen to Mystical.
everybody was listening
No,
to Jay and
no,
DMX
no,
back then.
you were not.
Yes, we
So
were.
no,
What are
no,
you
no.
talking about?
When we went out to school, Ain't No was on the radio. This is trust me, Ain't No was on the radio. That's night. So we got college 97. Now I remember this guy, Lenny Trocar. He was like, yeah, y'all gotta listen to Jay-Z. He's the truth, he's true. We heard the songs, but they knew they put us on like to the full, like this is the reasonable doubt, street is watching all that stuff. And then 99,
No, we had what are you talking about? We had
what you
speeches watching.
no, no, no. What I'm saying is, it's not that we didn't hear it. They put the stamp on like, hey,
Well,
this guy's
honestly,
gonna be the truth.
the streets is watching album.
You know what I'm saying but see, this is what I'm saying. Y'all listen to it.
Reasonable Doubt was Reasonable Doubt though.
I don't know, but this is what the point I'm making is this. Y'all listen to it, they loved it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all liked it. They was trying to live it. They was trying to live this life. Then it kind of trickled over. Then it became Jay-Z, and then the legend happens, man. Because even in 99, because I mean, people don't like to talk about this, but like DMX was outselling Jay-Z like
Yeah,
for years. You know what I'm
he
saying?
had two number one albums in 1 year.
That's crazy. Crazy. That'll never happen again, man.
Yeah, I was in Virginia at the time, so we were listening. We were listening to Jay and DMX then.
Oh, so because you were out east. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
and then that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm thinking more like I'm talking more like
You talking
Chicago
about,
in Chicago.
okay.
So now you see the point I'm making. Okay, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I'm thinking when you were at school, yes, because we were all out east. That's all people was listening to nonstop. And I see Broski. They were listening to Mystical and
Well, I feel like we were sort of a hybrid
because
in
Virginia's
Virginia.
South. It's South and East at the
It's
same
East, it's
time.
both. So we had East Coast and we had, we were listening to Mystic. We were listening to, the onset of a
Hey,
Cash Money with
I didn't hear that till I
Juvie and the
got
Hot
home.
Boys.
I ain't
And
that's till I got home, bro.
yeah, we were listening to all that. So yeah.
Now I will say because Sheezy and I had a radio show, so we played whatever you know what I'm saying on the show. So like, and then a lot of DJs started playing. What was Juvenile first? Huh? Yeah, that
Yeah,
came out,
yeah.
and then they was playing that, but they ain't know what to do with it, and so like, cause I never forget. Broski and I, we came home from college one winter and we met up. We went to the new 50-yard line. I stopped going there because we saw a girl get beat up outside by security. And it was like, I ain't coming back here. Y'all beating up girl.
Wait, how y'all get in there?
It was college night. I mean, it was like I guess they didn't serve alcohol. We had to wear a wristband.
Okay.
And it's like they didn't serve us alcohol. It was the suburbs. I mean, I'm sure it was illegal, but it was in the suburbs. So they just let anything happen. But man,
Oh,
they
I'm
played.
thinking about the one on 75th Street.
No, this was the new 50. Yeah, no, no, no,
Okay,
no.
okay,
I
okay.
actually got into the old 50. With a dislocated shoulder when I was like 19. My cousin Daryl, shout out to cousin Daryl. I dislocated my shoulder. I'm in a sling, right? He like come out with me. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he said, we're going to the club. I just lifted up my arm, like, you see this, right? And you see my face, right? Like I ain't got no hair off it, nothing. How did he say, don't worry about it? He literally pushed me to the door and said he with me. And they looked at me and I looked at them, just they pushed me through. But then he leaves me. Now I'm 19 with a sling in a old 50-yard line club. Like, I hate this dude. I can't order no beverages. I can't reach for my money. You know what I'm saying? I hate him. I love him though. Shout out to you, cuz, man. That's my guy. It's a fun name, man. Yo, so yeah, as you know, we've talked about the election all the time, and it's all these attorney generals and these cabinet members are hilarious. I heard you got a job with President Trump's
I
cabinet,
was
right?
I was I was offered a position, a nomination for a position.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Was
I
it
turned it
Department of
down though.
Defense? Yeah, Department of
No, it was
Defense.
actually
Because you play
state.
football? Okay,
It was actually
okay.
state. Secretary
Gotcha.
Undersecretary of State.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
said no though. You know,
Okay. Yeah, you have
there's some
you have
other people
vacation
that they can
plans.
have. Yeah, I got things to do, man. I don't have time for such things.
I mean, this is about to
Might as well
be.
have me there.
Hey, man, let's put your head in, bro. Listen, man. If he can be president, we can be anything. That should definitely be our goal. But with a big fallout of President Trump, elect Trump, I guess, getting elected, is I don't know if you heard about this. As people are leaving X and going to
Yes,
Blue Sky. Have you heard about this?
I have. Yes,
Yeah. So have you been on Blue Sky already?
I have not been on yet,
Why did I ask that? You don't even go on Instagram. And so
yes,
like
and
Blue
I
Sky,
don't go on Twitter either, so it wasn't a big deal for me to like go to Blue Sky. It wasn't
yeah.
a huge deal.
But Blue Sky is a social media platform where people can interact as much as they do on X, posting, replying, and messaging one another on a vertical user interface. The recent influx of new users, largely from North America and the UK, has helped to reach more than 15 million users worldwide, up from 9 million in September. So apparently it just people X, if you're on X now, it's wild on X. Like it's pretty nuts what goes on X. Like they on Instagram, people say if you want to see blah blah blah, go to X. And it's like, wait, what? It's like, that dude. So this how I found out X was nuts. You know that guy who's giving massages on have you seen the clips of the dude?
I don't know
He gives
about
these women these
massages.
I was like, hold on, let me watch how I say this.
I don't
Uh
know nothing about that.
so because I listened to this guy, the dude who does the bank commercials. What's the guy's name?
Oh, the guy,
He's sit behind a desk.
the guy that played
What
Gary Morris in the SNL movie.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What bank is that?
Actually, I think his last name is Morris.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
BMO Harris.
There we go. Thank you. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
he had a podcast, and he was saying he was trying. He had a woman on the podcast that was his friends that he was trying to hook up on a date, and he was trying to find guys who were influential to connect her with. So he sent her a video of this dude who I've seen it. It comes with my algorithm. So it's like he does these like sensual massages for women. You know what I'm saying? And you be like,
Lamore Morris.
yes, that dude. There we go. Oh no, that's the actor guy,
That's
right?
the actor. Yeah.
And so it was some guy that it's a video of him and something who and people listen, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Cause you'd be like, because the caption be like, send your girl to me, give a girl a gift for the birthday. I'm not sending my lady to you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's all this having weird, angles and whatnot. But on Instagram, it looked like, okay, it's cool. And the guy was saying he sent, he was, I'm gonna connect you with him, blah, blah, blah. And she said she followed him on X. But when he got to X, it was a
It
little
was
wild.
X.
It was X, you understand? And it was like they put this just on a regular social media platform where kids got sick. Good God.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
I,
Yeah.
but also too, like, it's I guess many, as it says in this article in The Guardian, many are seeking escape Elon Musk's X amid warnings from anti-hate speech campaign from groups in the EU about misinformation and extremism on the platform. I mean, essentially anything's gonna go on X, right? And now that he has the ear of the president-elect, it's like, whatever is allowed is allowed. And they're going to promote anything. So Blue Sky was actually started as a project inside Twitter after the chief executive, Jack Dorsey, announced in 2019 that the company would fund developers to create an open and decentralized standard for social media. And so it became an independent company in 2021 and is now primarily owned by the chief executive, Jay Graber. So, I mean, it operates just like X still, what I mean? Because I think people like, from a news standpoint, people still need that kind of interface.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was a
Yeah.
good I used it for sports.
Mhm.
It was the place where you could find breaking news. That's where the Adrian Wojnarowskis and
Yeah.
the Adam Schefters and those guys, that's where they report their news first. So it's good to have Twitter just to, be in the know of what was going on
Yeah.
in sports news, getting scores, and that sort of thing. So that's what I use Twitter for. But now it's like, I go on there and scroll,
Mhm.
trying to find some sports stuff, and then all of a sudden,
You
something
get
else
a
pops
weird,
up. Yeah. It's like,
you
whoa,
get a
wait a
weird
minute.
joy, like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't want this, but I guess I'll look. But so it says Blue Sky offers the users the chance to more heavily moderate the experience. It includes the ability to select the algorithm. We just kind of just joked about that. Like, so you'd be looking for something else. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
Like down
yeah.
a weird rabbit hole. Creates custom feeds, a feed for mutual followers, a feed for cat photos or your special interests. Blue Sky also allows users to have website addresses as their handles. So it hopes that verifies, like, if you're a journalist or athlete or public figure, you can have a company's website in the handle. And so it also has, because X is going to deregulate the user experience, pretty much letting everything go happen. And this is saying Blue Sky is allowing users to detach an original post from theirs, from someone else's quoting it. So, for example, I can make you and I say stuff on the pod. We talk about, we were pretty pro Kamala Harris, and then somebody who was anti Kamala Harris could take our post, make something on it, and then keep running it. Right? We could detach our post from something negative from there. So, you know, it seems like people, so a lot of people are already using, a lot of prime ministers. I saw that Gabrielle Union has left it, left X for she was pretty big. And then also Jamie Lee Curtis, same thing. She left X for Blue Sky. So people are happening, man. So I'm sure Sarah's already on this. We might be, well, we're not on X, but
I don't think
I
we're yeah
mean,
we're
look,
not on there. Yeah,
just don't need to be on X. I'm sure we can look in the Blue Sky for sure to see what it's all about, right? Might as well. This is
absolutely,
happening. But yeah,
absolutely.
but it's like, but I wonder what other things, what, I didn't, it's funny, I didn't see this coming, right? The change in the business, but it's like I'm sure there's going to be other things like this that's just all of a sudden now going to be changed just because, of who's president, you know what I mean? But that's to be expected. I just want to see the time capsule, just fast forward 4 years and be like, whoa, so Ez, this is a wild time. You gotta have your ticket to talk to me now. You know, what I'm saying? We gotta pay rates to get on Zoom. That's wild, bro. A couple more things before we get out of here. And so, you and I talk about Tubi a lot. So I was on the train and I saw something that's talked about. No, no, yes,
You
that's
saw
about
somebody
MUBI.
watching a Tubi movie on the train?
No, hold on.
Oh,
I saw a sign for MUBI, and I was like, "What's MUBI? Like, is this a bootleg Tubi?" I was thinking, like, is this like a play on, is Tubi like changing its name, a new platform? But what it is, it's a movie website. It's a streaming service for like independent films. So it's a place to discover ambitious films by visionary filmmakers, from iconic directors to emerging auteurs, like are carefully chosen by our curator. So it's like the antithesis of Tubi. It's a more bougie kind of version you're looking at right now. It's
yeah, I'm
like
looking. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like these are the odd movies that be like them film festivals, you know what I'm saying? Or like people be making this at their own dollars because they love this story about a cat, somebody chasing a cat through the alley, and it's like it's a great performance, but it would never make any money in a movie theater, you know what I'm saying? So like I saw this and it's pretty nuts. It's like this is like for a real like cinephile. You see it, right? It's like
Wait, is
weird
this
movies.
maybe I'm
It's
looking at the
movie
wrong thing.
MUBI, huh?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry.
Sorry. Your algorithm, your don't
No,
clear search
no, it
history.
was something. No, no, no.
Sure,
It
play
led
me,
to
baby. I was trying to look up something for
it
for the
led to
pod, and
something.
this
It
came
led to
up.
something on Barstool,
Okay,
which is not the best website out there. I
and I'm
got you.
looking.
I see it now.
Yeah, yeah, but it's yeah. So I'm looking through. If you look through it, it's just like true. This is for people who like those really like weird. Just you love a weird movie. That's just like Memento. You've seen Memento before, right?
No, who's in that?
Oh my God, it's one of my favorite movies. Who's in it? I just said it's one of my favorite movies. I can't remember who's in it. What's the guy's name? But it's a movie. A guy's lost his memory, but it's told backwards. So it's like it's a messed up movie. Like you're watching it. So the beginning is the end, and you see how the
Oh,
movie ends.
they
But
did the Seinfeld.
did
Seinfeld
it
did
what
an
else?
episode where they started at the end and
Yeah.
it went back to the beginning.
Yeah, so this guy, I think he had amnesia or some weird thing. He had to write all the stuff on his arm and notes everywhere to remember what he was or what happened because he all of out the blue he'll black out. Hold on a
Oh
second.
no, then it's not the same then.
Yeah,
Seinfeld literally went from the last scene of the show was
yeah.
the opening scene. and they just
Oh wow.
went in reverse
Okay.
until you got to the beginning.
Gotcha.
It
Gotcha.
was a
Gotcha.
pretty
Gotcha. Gotcha.
cool premise.
Hey man, see, and I like stuff like that. And that's sort of like this thing like MUBI, like because we talk about Tubi a lot. I'm still watching Tubi. Cons and Cougars. Have you seen that on Tubi?
No, cons and
Wow,
like
movie, man.
convicts.
Yeah. Well, like con artists
Oh,
and
like
Cougars.
I'm scared to watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, but this is I guess the Tubi recommendation of the week. But then you look at like something like movie, and I don't think it's not better or anything. It's just I think it's the type of movies you like, and I feel like that's okay. We get into this place of what's better or what's not. It's like, what's for you? What you like? Because I still enjoy watching Tubi from time to time, man. We were
Oh, I
talking
love
about that,
Tubi,
just
man.
like,
I love Tubi.
yeah.
I mean, where else you
I
gonna
was looking at,
find such just great cinematic
yeah,
uh artistry?
yeah. I was looking
It's
at the
Tubi.
all black channel. Have you seen this? Have you talked about this? It's ALLBLK. It was some pretty like I saw some trailers for some shows that look pretty good, man. I might check it out. It's probably like $5.99 a month. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this tonight. Cons and Cougars.
Yeah, yeah, check that out, man. And
Yeah,
also check out
yeah.
movie again if you're really into movies like that, movie MUBI.com. I mean, come on, guys, get more original, but I understand, hey, take advantage of the moment. But y'all could have found another name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you could have found another name because Tubi's already kicking butt, kicking tail out here, man. So Ed, before we get out of here, so this we won't have an episode next week. It's the holiday, Thanksgiving. Is what do you think of Thanksgiving? Is that one of your favorite holidays, man?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Family gets
That's,
together,
mhm.
especially now,
Yeah.
with us all being in, my family at least, we're all in different cities. So it's a time for us all to get together and yeah, have a few days together, share a meal,
Yeah.
you know, and be thankful. So yes, I love Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was talking to
And it's
coworker today, man. Thanks. Okay.
I was just gonna say is, you usually celebrate it because of, the whole New World thing and
Hmm.
the Pilgrims and the Native Americans and all that. No, that's not what it's about now.
No,
It's about family.
sure. Yeah, my it's one of my favorite holidays because, and I've said it talking about this with somebody at work, like a lot of times, we've just tore Christmas up. It ain't what it's supposed to be about. We stressed about gifts and,
Hmm.
traditions and stuff. But Thanksgiving is like truly a time where, like, the spending time with your family, being. I admire. I like that. Like, it seems like also around the world, people are like, like Friendsgivings and stuff like that. People are very thoughtful and being very reflective about what they're appreciative for. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's something we don't do enough of. Like they sing a song at my old church, shout out to Hope. It was called "Thank You Makes Room for More," right? It's like, when I say thank you for something, that you get more stuff when you're appreciative of it. So like the chipmunks, they say their prayers at night, and I always ask them, "What are you thankful for?" And when they mad, it's never me. When they love me, it's like for you, Dad. Thanks, son. When they upset, they go, but Grandma. Oh, it ain't me
That should
tonight.
that should
Okay,
teach you a lesson.
okay, okay. And it ain't me, dog. Okay, okay. I just feed you, Playboy. No, no, no. They're like, oh, thank you, Auntie Sharon. Okay, it ain't me. Cool, 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 cool. I just want to keep them in the mind of saying thank you because kids they're like us, right? You're used to getting like they ask for something, they usually for the most part they might get it, you know what I'm saying, or they might have to work a little bit for it, but I noticed my kids were getting to the point where it's like they just expected things, or even worse, they'll get something and then soon they see somebody else with something else they forget this toy, I want that. Hold on, man, you just begged for this.
Right.
Now that you have it, you don't want it anymore. And so I've been just really trying to instill with them just gratitude and being grateful. And like I had to put Chase on a purchase punishment for 2 months, didn't buy him a thing. Said, son, I'm buying it for two, because he would just lose stuff, because it's like he didn't buy it, wasn't his money. I just made me think about it. He didn't give me change from the book fair. I gave him $20 for the book fair. I know he didn't spend $20. I just realized that.
He might
I need to
have.
holler at him, give him my change.
Book
No, I
fair
bet
book fair
he.
is expensive, man.
Hey man, he said he bought like a journal. I was like, bruh, that wasn't $20. If it was, that's a poor decision. I still got more stuff to teach you. I clearly ain't taught you well, son. He's like,
I'm
here,
trying
take my
I'm
money.
trying to help you, Chase.
All,
Trying to
all these
help you.
note, all these notebooks in the house, man. You put some tape around it. I sound like my dad now. Uh, all these notebooks in the house, huh? Make you a diary, make you 10 diaries. But and so just wanting to be appreciative. And so like yeah, that's for kids, but I think that's also something I'm trying to remember as well. Like, yeah, you want things to be different. You want things to be better, or you want to have bigger and better. You want to have more money, be able to do cool stuff. But you have to sometimes take a minute to be like, I'm blessed already. Like I got what I need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I've been hearing this in church a lot too. Like you think you need more stuff. You got everything you need to do whatever you need to do. You have it already. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to be mindful of just taking a real inventory of my current life. You know what I'm saying? Just like what do I have now that I can be thankful for? What do I have that I can be grateful for? When you take that step back, you really start to appreciate what you have. Because a lot of people do that, as and I won't leave myself out of it. I know I'm guilty of that too. You start to look ahead and be like, well, I want to get that. And when I get that, I'll be happy. When I do this, but it's like you have stuff right now that's okay to be thankful for and okay to be happy for. You know what I mean? Like, you and I talk about this often and we're not shy about it. We have both of our parents. A lot of people can't say that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you and I, and it's not just we have them, like we love our parents. Like we have great relationships with our parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking out for them. They love us dear, like, and they're good parents to us. And we just know that's not everybody's story.
Right.
And so, it's just like things like that. And, like my church has it having Thanksgiving service where people kind of get to go and say what they're thankful for. And so, and my family in general just always tries to even give the kids a chance to say what you're thankful about. Because I think we just should do that. Like, I try to thank people when they do stuff for me. You know what I'm saying? I try to teach my kids to do that because it shouldn't just wait till the last Thursday in November to do so, but it just being thankful should be something that we're doing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even people at the fast food restaurant, I tell them thank you. Because it's like people just roll right past them. I
Mhm.
appreciate that you got my stuff to me safely. Appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because it goes a long way, man. And I think just having gratitude, being thankful, being thoughtful about being thankful. I think it goes a long way because truly, man, because you can get so wrapped up into what you don't have, you missed all the things that you do have. And I'm
Right.
telling you, when that stuff be gone, then you'd be like, I wish I spent more time, you know, doing this. So I not, you know what I'm saying? Not, now I wish there was a story I heard a long time ago. It was like it was about it said it was a man and a woman, and the man was working all the time, and the wife was like telling him, I need to start working, blah, blah, blah. And then she's filed for divorce. And all of a sudden he found time to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden he could figure out some time to be home and do what he got to do. Right. We can figure out stuff when we need to. It's like, and don't, I've decided a long time ago is I'm not going to let something like bad experience force me to be like, okay, this is important. You know what I'm saying? Like my family's important. My children are important. You know what I'm saying? Things are important to me, and I'm gonna continue to be that way. So I encourage you guys, like, really be reflective this Thanksgiving holiday. If you have your Friendsgivings, your Thanksgivings, all this stuff, please try to have a good time. And with all that being said, we say this all the time every year. We know Thanksgiving is not, and just holidays in general, are not always happy times for people. And so, I acknowledge that there's sometimes, like again, as you and I, like I said, just said, we're probably going to have great times with our family, right? A lot of laughs, catch some movies, hang out. Just going to be a blast. There are people who dread, man, going home for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? They dread like just I got to deal with this for one day. I'm going for 2 hours. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a Thanksgiving. And
Yeah.
so my heart goes out to you guys, and I hope there's something you can still find to be thankful for, even in spite of that situation, because that can't be easy. And just want to just send it out to you because I know that has to be difficult. Like I couldn't imagine that kind of holiday experience. You know what I mean? Because that's just not my testimony. It's just not is, and it hasn't been for 40 plus years. But I just feel bad for people who just like I know people personally who like avoid their families on the holidays because it's just too much. Because again, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's like it's all day. You can't run from nobody. Some weird conversation gonna come up, and it's gonna be a thing, and somebody gonna have a fight, and that's Merry Christmas. That's Christmas 24. You know what I'm saying? But I hope whoever you are, whoever this is for, you can find peace this Thanksgiving, this holiday season. Because you know we all need that, man. So no episode next week, but we get back to you soon, and we're gonna properly celebrate our 200. I think we can properly celebrate a 200 episode after this ends because we've been talking about everything else but doing 200. But thank you for listening to Super Duper
Yes,
Pod.
sir.
We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials, SUPADUPA, POD, and online at HP53productions.com. Ed, did I miss anything?
No, I think you covered it all.
All right. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Hey, mama, this is the Super Duper Podcast.
Out of pain, that's champagne, real pain, champagne from you and I. Wait, you and I? Now that's champagne. If you was I, would you be off on this campaign? Is it suicide? If you know that bringing hope here is how careers die. Or do the K stand for kamikaze? The J silent is everywhere, you can feel them probably. Sure then, lately, I've been up late with demons in my basement trying to get me to hate this. Life thinking I should be further and then I choke up. As soon as I got silent, then the truth spoke up. This said, how you know you ain't perfect? Let that soak up and soak in. You know how you know that you're blessed? I woke up.